Okay, what's going on here now? And why did that go black? Okay, this one ain't opened up yet. Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Okay, look like it might be ready. One of them's ready. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. See if I can get this open. Today, all right. Okay. What I'm going to do is show everybody how to get ready for 2025, going into 2025 that's doing PICK-3. All right. Let me see here. Let me move this down. Okay. All right. Make sure YouTube is lining me up right. Okay. Welcome, welcome to PICK-3 at a Glance, everybody. Glad to have you with me. And welcome to any of the new subscribers that has been signing up for the channel. I appreciate you. And I'm sure that you'll learn a lot here with the PICK-3 at a Glance strategy. It's a new strategy that I put together over 30 years of playing PICK-3 and the knowledge that I've gained in playing PICK-3. So I put my own strategy together, my own system, my own workouts. That's very simple and easy to learn. And I can teach a fifth grader how to use the strategy that I use. And what's more important is that it's primarily that anybody can use it anywhere in the United States or anywhere in the world that they're playing PICK-3. I only specialize in PICK-3 because PICK-3 is trackable, teachable, and doable. And everybody will be on the same page with the PICK-3 at a Glance strategy. There's no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no grids, no flips, no multiple different workouts and rundowns that you have to learn. Because with PICK-3 at a Glance, I comprised all the numbers, these 1,000 numbers that you see right here. I put them all together. Instead of having all these different columns here with all these 1,000 numbers, I made 22 columns that you can track all 1,000 numbers at a glance. All 1,000 numbers at a glance. It's simple and easy to do. Okay? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to basically focus on strategy number 1 of the PICK-3 at a Glance system. I have some subscribers might be having a little difficulty with that. So I'm going to make this live on how to do the PICK-3 at a Glance strategy number 1. But like I want to get everybody on a good foot with these 1,000 numbers. There's 1,000 different strategies and algorithms and things out there that people are using. Okay? To try to hit the number and figure out what numbers might be coming the next day. It's very difficult to, if impossible, the law is not set up for you to win before you lose. It's very difficult to try to figure out what numbers is coming the next day. There's nothing out there that's going to tell you what's coming the next day from my 30 years experience. Maybe somebody else can figure something out different. But from 30 years, there's nothing that's going to tell you what's coming the next day. No tic-tac-toe, no day sum, no grid, no roof sum, no multiple different algorithms. Nothing out there is going to tell you what's coming the next day. Certain numbers don't bring numbers. Rainy days don't bring numbers. Numbers don't follow numbers. You got these 1,000 numbers, they random and they do what they do. It might look like that, but if you're not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you have no idea what's going on with them, because these numbers can do anything and change at any time. But with tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you'll always know what they're doing. With the PICK-3 at a glance, I've set up a strategy where you can track the actual 1,000 numbers. You can track the single pairs. You can track the back pair and the single pair, the back pair and the front pair, and the single digits. Those 4 workouts will get you in the winner's circle. And they have gotten me in the winner's circles, and I have receipts on my channel where I win. So, people want proof of winnings. Yeah, I have it on my channel. Not been bragging about it, because if what I'm doing, I can help others do. Now, is it a cakewalk? No, it's not a cakewalk. Because like I said before, the lottery is not set up for you to win, but for you to lose. But the PICK-3 has the best odds of winning of all the lotteries. Even pretty much, as far as I know, the scratchers even, because you don't have any control over where they're going to place those tickets and in what location or anything like that. I think it was a scandal at one time. They was putting tickets in certain areas where people of lower income couldn't even get the winning tickets to improve their financial stances. So, but with the PICK-3, you can track the actual 1,000 numbers in your state to see how to win. Because all the numbers going to run different in all the states. That's why you can't have a tic-tac-toe date sum, a root sum, and all that. That's going to work for all the states if you're not tracking all the 1,000 numbers in your state, because they all run different. So what we're going to have here today is I'm going to teach you strategy number 1, how I put the 22 columns together, and how you will find the numbers for that day. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me do something here. Give me a minute. I'm with Illinois. I'm state specific for Illinois evening draw. And most of the information is going to be for Illinois evening draw. But what I have is applicable to all states. All states, okay? All righty. So for Illinois evening draw, we had 312 to come in. 312. All right. So that was the winning number for yesterday. Yes, it was. 312 was the winning number for yesterday. All righty. And that's going to be the number that we're going to work on today and for October, the number for the month. Okay. All right. So here's where we're going to start at. Let me set this back up here. Okay. Now, like I said before, you got 1,000 numbers here. These numbers run random. There's no rhyme or reason to what number is going to come out any day. All right. So you have to track the actual 1,000 numbers to win and have an idea what numbers you're going to play. So what we have here are the 22 numbers that I came up with. This is strategy number one. These are the 22 numbers that I came up with. That I do the 111 rundown on it. That I do the 111 rundown on. And I have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. You can screenshot that because you'll be able to use it to do the 111 rundown on to win. Okay? And you have the doubles here. It's 12 doubles. I mean, it's not double. I'm sorry. You have the singles. It's 12 numbers for the singles. They're 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 023. I'm sorry, 026, 027, and 037. These singles here can come 6 different ways. Each one of these numbers can come 6 different ways. And when you do the 111 rundown on them, you're going to have 10 numbers to each one of these columns here. And it's going to give you 60 numbers. So 60 times 12 gives you 720 of those 1,000 numbers with 12 columns you'll be able to look at a glance and keep track of each day when they come in. The doubles here, the 001, the 002, the 003, the 004, the 005, triple zeros, 011, 022, 033, 044. It's 10 of those, okay? And they can only come 3 different ways. All right? So each one of the columns are going to represent 10, and it's going to be, they can come 3 different ways so that each column gives you 30 numbers. And the triples only can come one way. That's just going to give you 10 numbers. So you can have 30 times 9 going to give you 270 of those doubles that you'll be able to look at a glance and see what's going on with them. Plus, the triples is only 10. So you're going to have the 720 plus the 270 gives you 990 numbers. 990 numbers plus the 10 is going to give you 1,000 numbers. 1 in 1,000 odds. That's what you deal with every day. Every day you got 1 in 1,000 odds. Though that is not going to change. That 1 in 1,000 odds is never going to change. The law average is not going to change either. You got 365 days in a year. You got 1,000 numbers. All you're going to do every year is get a third of those 1,000 numbers to hit, to win. You're just going to get a third. All right? So now, you want to know what are those third numbers and how they're lining up for you to hit them. Like here, with the 1,000 numbers, all you're going to get is a third of these numbers every year. You get a third here for the whole year, a third here for the whole year, a third here. There's no rhyme or reason how these 1,000 numbers are going to come out. None. Zero. Each day. So on average, if you have 10 numbers that you were playing every day for the whole year, you only get 3 on average of those numbers to come exact as they are exactly every year. So that lets you know what you're working up against. That's why it's important that you know what those 1,000 numbers are doing to be able to win. Okay, now, so how do we track the 1,000 numbers? Using the 22 columns. Okay? Here is the workout sheet for strategy number 1. Remember the 12 numbers I was telling you of the singles? I did the 111 rundown on each one of the columns to get to 720 numbers. Each one of these columns represents 60 numbers. So when you're looking at a column, you're not just looking at 10 numbers, you're looking at 60 numbers, because these numbers can come 6 different ways. All of them come 6 different ways. That's strategy number 1, okay? Here, the doubles, you got 10 columns with the triples. They come 3 different ways. Each one of these columns represent 30 numbers on the doubles that you're looking at, not just 10 numbers. That's how you can keep up and track and see what's going on with the numbers. Each column represents 30 numbers, not just 10, because when you're playing, you're looking at them, they're going to represent 30 numbers. Because each one of these numbers can come 3 different ways. That's all they can come, is 3 different ways. The triples can only come 1 way. If these zeros change positions, they'll always be the same number. But if with any other number, if they change positions, there'll be a different number. Like example, this 005, it can come 050, that's a different number. Or it can come 500, different number, of the 1,000 numbers. That's how that works. So now, we had 312 to come in yesterday evening. I'm going to show you. With the PICK-3 at a glance strategy, all you ever need to use is the 111 rundown. All right? All you ever need is to use the 111 rundown. See here? And I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to take the 111 rundown, and you're going to do 3, 1, 2. Okay? That's the winning number that came in for the day in Illinois' evening draw. All right? And you're going to add 1 to each one of the numbers and go count straight down till you get to the same number at the bottom you get at the top. I use the 111 rundown because it's easy to add and it's hard to mess it up. So you got 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you're going to get 10, but you're just going to use the 0 and not the 1, because in lottery math, you only use single digits. You're going to add 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you're going to get 3. Same number you got at the bottom, you get at the top, that's where you stop at. And then here, we're just going to count straight down. You're going to add 1 to 1, you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1. Same here. Going to add 1 to the 2, you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Same number at the top, bottom. You get at the top, you add it correctly. Now what you're looking for, since you got your 10 numbers, you want to find out what column this 312 is going to be under, so you can mark it off. And all the base numbers have zeros in them. Okay? All the base numbers here have zeros. So when you do this 111 rundown, all you're going to pay attention to pretty much is the numbers with the zeros in them. You got this one, you have this 190, you have this 190, you have this 201, and it's 089. And when you start doing this, you're going to automatically know what the base number, which one of these numbers and the column is going to be under. Automatically, it'll come to you. And I know it's not the 089 and the 190. I know it's the 201. But it's on the sheet here, it is 012 because all the numbers here on top are in numerical order. All right? So you're going to go to column number 1 to find your 2, 3, 4, and there it is right there. You're going to circle it off. Okay? Just like that. That's strategy number 1. Bam, you're done. And each day the winning number come in, you're going to mark off where column that number fell off. If it's a double or if it's a single or a triple. See, same here. You're going to do the same for the doubles. Right here. Okay? All your doubles, you do the same when they come in. Now, there is an app that I used. Years ago, I just did it, longhand. That is an app that I found now with all the technology today that you can use to find it in a matter of seconds without doing the 1-1 rundown manually. So I'm gonna introduce you to it here. It's called PICK-3 workouts or rundowns. Give me a minute here. I'm gonna show it to you. All right. You go here. All right. It's right here. Can you see that? It looks dark. I wonder why it looks so dark now. Man, it just did that. Why is it looking? Okay, it looks brighter here now. Okay, let me go back down. Okay, there it is. Okay. Now, let's see here. It must be my eyes making it look dark. When you download the app, go to the Play Store and download the app. It looks brighter here. You're going to see it's a lime green app. And when you open it, after you download it, you're going to come up with this here. And you will enter the number and push the 111 rundown. You see here with these numbers here where it says rundowns below that you want to hit. You can use all these rundowns here. And they do use them to try to figure out what numbers come in the next day. And it's difficult to be adding all these numbers to me to get a bunch of numbers that you have no idea what's going on with them to try to hit the next day if you're not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. See here? All these numbers. And if you don't have no idea why you're playing them, you're playing a loser's game, as I say. Now here. So I'm going to, excuse me, 1 minute. Hey, this is my live time, y'all. Okay. Had to quieten the grandkids down. They're supposed to be in school today, but part of being a grandparent, loving every minute of it. Okay. Now, what we're gonna go through here now. I'm gonna go. There's gonna be a little time. I don't know what's. Let me see here. Why this is not showing my comeback. Okay. Okay, let me raise this up. Okay. So what we're going to have here, I'm going to go through October because I want everybody to learn this strategy number one. If you're new, you should be able to get it with this video live that I'm going to be doing, and you can refer back to it. October, the first number for the month was 669. You're going to enter it into the circles here, and you're going to do the 111 rundown on it. Like I say, all these different rundowns is complicated to add if you had to do it physically. So that's why I only do the 111 rundown, because you can easily catch a mistake if you make one. Now, you do the 669, you hit the 111 rundown. When you do that, you want to know what column this 669 is going to be under. It's a double, so it's going to be under the double column. And like I said, you'll be able to see that you're going to find the column, the base number. And I know from doing this that it's automatically it's going to be one with a 0 in it, and it's going to be the 003. So you're going to go to column to 003 to find the 669. Okay? To find the 669. All right? And it's double. Here's the 003. There it is right there. 669. And you circle it off. This is for the month. You're going to be doing this. This is the first day. All right. Now, bam, you're done with that one. Same thing here. And we're going to keep going. The next one, the 938 came in. You hit the 111 rundown. You're going to check here to see what column they go under. It's a single. So you're going to go on the single, and it is going to be, you see here, it's 150. But it's 015 because everything's in numeric order. So you're going to go to column 015 to find the 936. Okay? Oh 15 to find the 936. 015 here, you go down. Wait a minute, 015, yeah. Where is that? Am I eyes tricking me? 93, no, wait a minute, what was that? Was that 936 or 93? Wait a minute. I must have looked at that wrong. Hold on, something wrong here. Let's do this. Why is this phone acting up on me? I mean, this tablet. Hold on. I mean 938. How did I get to 936? It's 938. I guess y'all seen it. Yeah, my eyes mess up on me a little bit, so I might be looking at a number different. But it's 938. But you get the gist. It's 938. Y'all probably saying, what's six? I'm sure you were. Uh, then you go to 015, column 015 here, and find the 938. 015, and there it is right there. But it's showing us 893, okay? Because that's one of the 6 ways that this number can come. So you're going to circle it off. Bam, you're done. Okay? Next one, 364. 364. You do the 111 rundown, and you want to find out what column that number is going to be under. When you do the 111 rundown, you're going to get your 9 numbers. And I'm looking for the ones with the 0, and I automatically know that it's the 031, but it's going to show as 013. Okay? And you're looking for the 364 under column 013. There's 013, and it's the, I can't remember, 364. There it is right there. Same number, just in a different position. Bam, you're done. Now, you want to do the next one? 552 is a double. All right. So you're going to look on the double column. And the 111 rundown. And you look for number just with the O in it. And it's going to be the 033, because you're going to memorize the base numbers automatically. So, but it's going to be 033. Here it's showing as 330, but it's going to be 033. You're going to find the base number. Oh, 033, and we're looking for the 552, right? 033. Oh, this 300. Y'all forgive me. And it's going to show us 255. Circle it off, bam, you're done. Again, doing the same thing. Next number is 659. You're going to do the 111 rundown. And you're looking for the ones with the zeros. And you're going to know, I know it's the 014. Column 014. I'm going to go to column 014 to find the 659. 014. 659. There it is right there. Bam, you're done. This is what you do every day to keep up with the numbers. Then the next one is going to be the next one's going to be 871, the 11 rundown. And again, here's that 104, and you know that is it. So you go to the 014, and you're looking for the 781. Bam, you're done. You can see that it fell off of that back to back off that column. See what I'm saying? You can see actually what the actual numbers are doing. You're not guessing what they're doing. You know what they're doing. On each column, you know what's going on. Next number, 491. Do the 111 rundown on it. You're looking for the number with the 0. And I know that it's the 025. See there? Because it's in my memory, 025. To find the 491. .025, and here it is, the 491. Let's see. He say, where did somebody? How you pick the number for the week? Okay. Right now, I'm not. You're gonna. Who's the Josh? How you pick the number for the week? You're gonna accumulate numbers. You're gonna. I'm gonna get to that at the end of this. Okay. If you can hang on. If not, leave a comment on the live, and I'll put it in there for you, Josh. Okay. All right. Now the next number is 429. The 111 rundown, 429. And then you 429. I know that just like this, I know it's the 027 is the base number. 429, 027. Here it is right here. 249. Bam, you're done. Okay? Next one. 564. Some of the numbers you're going to automatically, when you see the numbers, you're going to know what column they're going to come off of. 564. Do the 1-1 rundown. I know that's the 012, but it shows as 120. So I'll go to that column. That's column 1. And here it is, 456. Let me make sure you can see it. But I mark it out. So 456 right here. Right there. Bam, you're done. For the month, I already know that this didn't hit 2 times this month. Well, not really. Yeah, really it did. Hit 2 times. Now, you can see what's going on with the numbers just by looking at the columns. Now, the next number is 856, the 1-1 rundown. And like I said, when I see the numbers automatically, now I've been doing so much, I know what number it is. It's the 301, but it's going to show as 013. That's column number 2. And here it is, the 568 right there. Circle, bam, you're done. All right. The next one, 7770. This 770. Okay, that's a double. 111 rundown. And you're going to see it's the 003. So you're going to go to the 003 and you're going to see the 770. 003. Zero zero three, and here's your 770 right here. Bam, you're done. Bam, you're done. See, that's how easy it is to track them, the actual numbers, and know what's going on with them and what column. Okay. Here again. Next day. 523. 523. Do the 1-1 rundown. I know 523. I know that it's the 013 again. At a glance, I'm going to know 013. I go to 013 to find the 523. 013, there it is, 235. Bam, you're done. Bam, you're done. Next number. 383 is a double. 383 is a double. And we're going to see what column that double come off of. Everything's here. We're going to see what column that double comes off of. We're going to do the 111 rundown. We're going to know that it's going to be on the column 005. Okay? So we go to column 005. On the double. And find the 383. Mark it off. Bam, you're done. Okay? For that day, let's see. Next day, you're going to have the 536. 536. You're going to do the 1-1 rundown. And you'll see that it's the 018. I already know, see, I know automatically which one it is because I know the 12 numbers. So I know the 12 columns. Go to the 018 to find the 536. Here's column 018. There it is right there. Bam, you're done. Next day, number 323 is a double. 323 is a double. So you're going to go to the double column. And I know that it's going to be the 011. I mean the 101, but it's going to show us 011. Oh, 011, 323. Oh, 011, and it shows us 233. Bam, you mark it off, you're done. Can y'all see that? Did I mark it off right? Yeah. Okay. Next number is 221. Do the 111 rundown. And you're going to find the column. Like I said, it's got 0. And it's the 01. It's this 110. It's the 011. It's off the same column. So we're going to go to the 011. Or 11. And here's the 221 right here. Now, next number $594. Do the 111 rundown, find out what column. Again, you're going to look for the one with the zeros. That's all you want to look at. I automatically know it's the 015 because I know my number. So I know it's the 015. It shows it's 150, but it's the 015. Go to column 015. Find the 594. Oh, 15. 594. Where's it at? Here it is right here. Bam, you're done. Now, next number, the 194. See, a lot of these numbers, when you see them, you're going to automatically know what column they're going to be under without having to do all what I'm doing. Because I already know that it's going to be on the column 025, but when you do the 1-1 rundown, bam, you go over here, you look. Just in case, sometimes you forget, it's showing as 205, but it's 025. So that's go to column 025. I know that's column 9. See, all this stuff will come in your head. Once you do this a little bit, it'll come to you. And I'm looking for the 914, right? And here it is, bam. Okay, I can see that it came out twice, evidently twice in October of this year, Illinois evening draw. Might have came a different way, but you know it hit twice at a glance. Next number, the 770 came back again. So you got the 770. So you're going to do the 111 knot on it, and you know that's going to be under the 003. And that's your column 0, and you go to it and mark it off twice. The 003 column. And see it here, bam. So you can see that this column hit 3 times pretty much. That's why I say there's no rhyme or reason how these numbers are going to fall. That's why you got to track them and see what's going on actually with them. And these columns put everything in an organized manner for you. Okay? And you ain't guessing what's going on with the numbers. You know what's going on with the numbers. Everything else is going to be complete guesswork on what's going on with the numbers. I mean, you still got to try to figure out what numbers are coming, but you won't be guessing because you're going to be looking at the numbers and seeing what they're doing, the actual numbers for your state. 597. Do the 111 rundown on it. Let me 597. Let me flip the sheet back over. Again, like I said, the 597. Do the 111 rundown on it. And you're looking at, I know it's the 024, here's 0, the 024. I go to the 024 for the 597. Here it is right here. Bam, you're done. Next number, the 940. Do the 111 rundown on that. 940. Can you see it? Yeah. Look for the one with the 0. I see it's the 015. But it's showing us 051 for the column for the 015. See 015 here. And you're looking for the 904. Here it is right here. Bam, you're done. Again, the next number is the 094. It came right back in a different way. Okay, you do the 111 rundown on it, and bam, it shows as 105 this time, but it's still the 015. Same number, just as one of the 6 different ways that it can come. So you're just going to mark it off. I put a check mark that it came twice for that month next to the 0. Bam, you're done. All right, now you go to here, same thing. $297. All right, do the 111 rundown. I already know it's going to be on the come 025 in my head, because you're going to know these automatically in your head. That's how you're going to be able to keep up with the numbers real easy. Here it is. It's showing as 520, but I know it's on the column 025. So I go to 025. Once you do this, it'll be a snap. 025, and go find a 297. Here it shows a 792. Bam, you're done. That's how you keep tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, so you can strategize and build a skill set of what's going on with the actual numbers, not guessing what's going on with the actual numbers. Now, figuring out what numbers to play is fairly simple. You'll build a strategy for it because you're dealing with the actual 1,000 numbers. The 845, okay? Now, I can probably remember. Some of them I can remember right off the top of my head, about 80, 60, or 70% of them when I see the number, what column is under. But the others, I still have to do the 1-1 rundown or use this. So 845, I'm pretty sure is the number with the 0 I'm looking for. Is under the 014, but it shows it's 401. So 014, and I'm looking for the 845. 845. Here it is right here. See what I'm saying? You'll get a picture of what's going on with the numbers for the month. A whole picture. Okay. Next number. $324. I can already tell you what number that's going to be under. The 012. Okay. Do the 1-1 rundown. Here it is. It shows as 102, but I already know it's 012 column 1. 2, 3, 4. That's the second time that it came out this month. Can you see that? Make sure you can see. Right here. See what I'm saying? You see, you're not guessing what's going on with the numbers. You know what's going on with them. And what columns they didn't fill off of and not fill off of. Next one. 952. One rundown. I know it's that it's the 037, not column 12. 037. It's showing at 730, but it's the 037. Let's go to column 12. 952. And here it is. 259. Right here. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I know it should be there now. There it is. Bam, you're done. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, 35. 1-1 rundown. Find the column. Where is it at? Here it is, the 02. It's 702, but I know it's the 027 column, okay? It's the 027. To find the 035. 027. To find the and here it is, 350. Bam, you're done. See, I can tell 2 numbers fell off that column. All right. Now, again, 144 is a double. Want to find out what column? 1-1 rundown. It's the 033. And it's just like that, 033. Let's go to the double. Oh, 33. And there's your 144. See how it, anyway. Now, if that 044 had came, like any of them came another way, this number would have changed just when you've seen it. Any way the numbers rotate, the number would change, but these numbers stay the same because they're the base numbers. That's why you can go to these numbers to find your winning number that came in. Now, here again, next number. $906, all right. 906. You want to see what column it's under? Just look for the ones with the 0. You know them on top of your head. I know it's that 017. The 906 is going to be under column 017. See it? And 017 is going to show that the 906 is going to be exact because the 017 is exact. If that 906 had came different, then this 017 would have been showing different. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to go to 017 and find the 906. and find the 906, and there it is right there. Bam, you're done. And now you see, that's the first time anything fell off that column. off of these 60 numbers off of this column. See what I'm saying? You're not just looking at, you got to realize you're not just looking at 10 numbers. You're looking at 60 numbers because all these numbers come 6 different ways. You're looking at 60 numbers. You knowing what's going on with 60 of those numbers, not just 10 of those 1,000 numbers on each one of these columns. Okay? Now, the next one is 581. 581. You want to do the 111 rundown. And you want to find a column, 581, right? Right, 581. 581. And see, you know, here's that I recommend 037. I'll go to 037, find the 581. Column 12. Here it is. It's showing us 815. Same number. Circle it off. Bam. See, you can see it hit that column twice. Now, so far. Okay, then all right. You go here. Is that I think that's it for the whole month, y'all. Now, let's see what we're working with. So, what I'm saying about you're doing this sheet here like this every month. Okay? What you looking for each month, see what columns for one ain't hit for the month. See, this column ain't hit for a month. You know that these numbers ain't hit for a whole 30 days. These 60 numbers haven't hit for a whole 30 days. So you're going to either highlight this column to make to keep an eye on it. That's what I do. And then the next month, these columns might not hit for a whole 90 to 120 days, one column. So when you getting ready to play, as you start building, you building bucket lists of numbers to look to see what numbers are left to play. Because you're working with the law average, you're looking at what numbers are left to play. See this column, I know this column ain't hit for the whole, wait a minute, I'm sorry, it did hit. The 906, we just did it, didn't we? Let me find one that didn't hit. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for columns that didn't hit. Because I know with the law average, out of these 60 numbers, and the combination that they can come, I'm going to play this column of just these 10 numbers. I'm not going to try to play all these numbers here because I know that for 60 days, this column ain't hit. And then the next month for 90 days, if this column ain't hit. And the next month, 120 days, if this column don't hit. I always got my eyes on the numbers at every column. Because I'm moving whatever happened to whatever column each month. So then I'll start pulling my bucket list of numbers from these columns and how they hit. That's how I budget. I don't play a whole bunch of numbers. I build a bucket list of numbers from maybe 10 to play. Or if I see a column ain't hit in 90 days or 120 days. And that can happen. That's why you can't just get it from the tic-tac-toe, dates, grids, and flips and all that stuff. Because you have no idea what's going on with the numbers. But here you know everything. You know already what didn't hit and what ain't hit for the whole month. You know if this column ain't hit in 60 days that you're going to be looking at those numbers to play when you win. You ain't going to be guessing at those numbers to play to win. Or 120 days. Or when something's off. In Illinois, the way I had a column, the first number was the 616 for the evening that fell. And that whole column been hit for 5 months. But I had my eye on it. So when I won, I went to that column to pick up my numbers to play. You building a bucket list of numbers to play. And I think you was asking me what numbers to pick for the week. You ongoing building your numbers to play is not a number for a week, it's not a number for a day. It's not how often you hit, it's how you play the game. The only way you can play the game is know what the numbers is doing. Listen to me again. It's not about how often you win, it's how you play the game. Because these numbers run randomly. You got to know what's going on with these numbers to win. What you ain't gonna know if you're just using the tic-tac-toe, date sum, grids, flip, mirrors, and all that stuff, and can change those numbers any way you want to show the previous day that it was in the strategy. You don't need to change none of this. All this is going to be consistent. All these numbers are the actual 1,000 numbers. Each one of these columns is 60 numbers that you're looking at a glance. Each one. So you ain't guessing if a column ain't hit all month. Like this here, column 10, didn't hit for the whole month. So I got my eye on these two columns. So if this column here don't hit in 90 days, why would I do a tic-tac grid or flip or mirror or multiple rundowns when I got 10 numbers here I know ain't hit in 90 days to 120 days? Working with the law average, they got to show up. They got to hit. And I've never had a column that didn't hit all year. That's practically. And if I do get one don't hit all year, I might be through with the lottery. I don't know. I've never had that happen to me. And I can't say it won't happen. Because you only going to get a third of those numbers. You got 720 going to be floating every year that you ain't going to hit. It could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. You're never going to be surprised at what happened with these numbers if you're actually tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. You'll never be surprised. How you going to be surprised? And you're tracking all of them. And how you going to win if you ain't? That's all I would say. You'll win, but you ain't gonna win like you would if you tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, thousands of dollars. And if you do, it's gonna be luck. I can't teach luck. I can teach y'all this. I can't teach luck. Wouldn't even try. That's why I only deal with PICK-3. I don't do PICK-4s, PICK-5s. I don't put up no numbers. I don't sell no numbers. I don't send no numbers. I don't give you no numbers to buy. What you're gonna need to do, you see how I did this for 1 month? You're going to take one of these sheets, and now you don't have to do these other things here. To get ready to play in 2025, I went back and eliminated all the numbers. When I came over here in Illinois, because I've been in Missouri. And when I put this sheet together and realized what I had, I went back 2 years and eliminated all the numbers to see what numbers was left to start playing and start winning. Because working with the law average, the numbers that were left had to show up. If they didn't show up this year, and they was going to show up the next year and the year after that. That's what I mean. You're going to have to track the numbers and build a bucket list of numbers. Okay? So this ain't no easy. This ain't no cakewalk. This ain't no free ride. You got work to do. You got homework to do if you're going to be with this channel. I don't give you no numbers. Now, Illinois, I post numbers for Illinois evening draw, and that's all I post them for. And we've won already. So this ain't no shucking, no jive. This is if people do what they want to do and what they have to do. I've been living long enough to know that. Telling y'all. So ain't no sense of trying to convince nobody to do nothing. Because like I just told you, people do what they want to do and what they have to do. So I don't convince anybody of doing anything. You know who want it because it's going to show. And people winning now because this here I don't have to sell because it sells itself. All I do is show you the workout sheets, counsel you on how to do what I do, and you put in the work. You got to put the wood in to get the fire out. That's why I don't post no numbers every day and say they're gonna come the next week or the next this or next nothing. And you ain't gonna find that when you start tracking these numbers, you're gonna find that ain't gonna happen. I've been tracking them, the actual numbers. And people been winning with them too, so. Like here, I went back. It don't take long if you're using the app, and then it ain't gonna take long once you get the strategy down to find the numbers on the columns. See here, I went back Illinois and eliminated all the numbers. You don't have to go back. You can use the lottery post. Go back and get a year's worth of the data. Eliminate everything before you get to 2025 that's been failed off the columns already. So you'll know what numbers ain't failing and what columns. So you can build a strategy and a skill set. Okay? Same here on the doubles. That's what I did. I call it, see this, a summary sheet for the year of 2024 Illinois evening draw. And I got the doubles. I did the doubles the same way. Now all I got to do today is mark off the 312 that came in. And see, I can see for the whole year, it's the third time that it came in at a glance. That's why I called it PICK-3 at a glance. I can look at everything at a glance and know what's going on with the number. That's why I call it PICK-3 at a glance. That's how I came up with it, y'all. Because once I got everything together, I say, woo, I got it organized. Before, I wasn't organized. I had no system, no strategy. When I won, I lost it all back because I didn't know how I won. I didn't know what no numbers was doing. I was playing numbers because of rainy days. I was playing numbers because of birthdays. I was playing addresses. I was playing birthdays. And started going in a hole. And I realized that this just ain't working. I read every book it could be read, and nobody had a system like this. There's no system like this out there. But just like everything else, it's going to take time for people to catch on to it. Just like it took the first guy that made the mousetrap, try to sell his mousetrap to people. But they say, I don't need no mousetrap, I got a cat. So I ain't worried about, I just know it's going to take time, and I just keep working it till people catch on to it. They'll come back to me. When they realize what I'm saying is true and factual, they'll come back. You just got to have time. Sometimes good things take time. That's all. And people got to be willing for the change. And number two, put in the work. Some people just don't want to work. People want everything handed to them on a platter and think that's going to be what happens. That's going to work for them. And some people do. A small majority of them. But most people that really, really are successful, you never see the work that they put in. And I ain't talking about, they work hard. And I ain't talking about I'm talking about they work hard, but they work smart. You don't want to work hard and don't accomplish anything. A lot of them work hard, but they work smart. This is not really hard work. This is really tracking. But you got to go back like I did here. This is your homework, if you follow me. You can write these numbers down that I gave you that had you, and go back to the video. Do the 1-1 rundown, make your own 22 columns. Go back and eliminate the numbers for the whole year, like I did. It ain't gonna take you no time. Because once you do a month of them, you'll automatically be knowing what column them numbers came out to catch up. Now see, I already know what numbers I'm playing in Illinois over here. I'll show you all that. This is my bucket list of numbers that I try to let people know that it ain't no numbers you're going to find that's coming in no week, no day, no month, no year. You have to build a bucket list and play your numbers until they hit. Play them till they come, make that money, y'all. That's what I say. And you'll be okay. But so many people I used to do that. Play numbers, didn't know why I was playing. As soon as I jump off over here, that number comes. Chasing all them numbers. Didn't know why I was chasing numbers. Had no idea, because I got them off a book or got them off a rundown, or because somebody said something, or because I stumped my toe and say that's a good time, let me play 777s. No, it don't work like that, y'all. But here you can track those 1,000 numbers. Okay. These here I'm playing for the rest of the year, and they're already in here. And I ain't talking about no whole bunch of numbers for you to play for Illinois, evening draw. This 247 just hit. This 792 hit. This 443 hit exact. This 556 hit exact. I narrowed them all down. This is what I play. This is my bucket list of numbers to play. Now, I ain't going to try to play all these at one time. I'll tell you what I'm playing right now. I'm playing these here. You know why? Because these numbers here mirror each other. The amount of money I want to play into them depends on my budget. Okay. And I know this column here of doubles have not played at all. So I play these every day. These are my everyday carry. That's how you build a strategy and a skill set. That's how you know what you're doing, not guessing what you're doing. These here hadn't played. They just hit. And the reason I'm playing them because they're exact opposite of each other. Exact opposite here. And then you see all these are opposites of each other. They haven't played for the whole year. Working with the law average and the way my program has worked, one of these is going to come before the year is out or for the month is out. But I'm not tripping off of it. If it don't, I'll cut back some. I might play these straight when I win, which I won the 5-10 the other day. Not bragging, y'all. I posted it, and you can see that my winnings. I get the email from the Illinois lottery, so I can't make up none of this, saying I won. Okay? So, and I posted it. But I don't post everything I win. You all going to have to do the work, learn your strategy, because everything is going to be different for your state than for Illinois. That's why you have to do the work. If you got anybody, you get numbers from anybody else, anywhere else, other than yourself, you playing a loser's game. You playing a loser's game. That's all I can tell you. I've been there, done that, y'all. I ain't doing it. I don't care if I lose every dime I got. I ain't getting no numbers from nobody else. I ain't doing it because I know it don't work. Well, I'm going to do something I know don't work. And I ain't tracking the numbers. I just gave it to you on simple paper. I can put a pen and pencil, pen and a pen and paper and track the numbers just as good as they can or better. Because I'll be playing my money. I might see something they miss. That's why I don't give numbers to people. Because if you're tracking and doing what I'm doing, you might see something that I missed to make you tens of thousands of dollars. Don't just go by what I'm doing here. If you're tracking for your state, you can see something I missed. So why would you get numbers from me? Well, why would you get numbers anywhere else if you want to put the work in? And if you hit big one time and you get lucky and you don't know what's going on with those numbers after you hit, you right back where you started from like I was. But now when the number passed me by, I don't trip. Because if these ain't going to pass me by because I'm going to be playing these. If I have to play them 50-cent box. But when I play 50-cent box or straight box, however I hit, I'm loading up on these numbers here. I'm not loading up on anything else. I know why I'm playing these numbers. I ain't pulled these numbers out no book. Ain't nobody sent me these numbers and putting up numbers every day for people to play. I'm not doing that one. I play all week because I know what it takes. I'll tell you how to use this strategy to get there, how to use this system to get there. I couldn't tell you what numbers to play in no state because it's too much work. And I ain't good at kidding myself or kidding nobody else. Really. I ain't good at that stuff. But see, these all mirror each other by law average. These here I'm really looking at. See, because I know I'll definitely pile up on these heavy when I hit. Because they've 1, 2, 8 there. This 2, 8, they got 2 like numbers in them that ain't came yet. The same with the 3, 7. Now, the way I've been playing, normally one of these will come out. But if they don't come out all year, I ain't mad at them. I've made up, but I ain't mad at them. Because I'm going to play them next year. Because no, next year, they pretty something better come out for that. But I ain't going to steal because I'm going to budget myself enough where I'll get them. But these are the only ones I'm going to load up on this year, next year, all year. And then I know on the back pair, Illinois is here. Front pair, back pair. I know everything it is to know about any number I'm playing. I know that the front pair. See this front here? The 17, the 88, the 37, and the 50 ain't played Illinois evening draw. I know what to do with these numbers, these pairs. I ain't guessing what to do with these pairs. Just like this 137 here, or these 37s here. And I know that this 37 ain't fail on the front. Now this is how they are on the sheet. I usually play them like this, that the way the sheet, because they usually come straight like this on the sheet. But I also know this. I'm talking about building strategy. I also know this 37 ain't fail on the front, so I'm definitely gonna play. When I win, I got other alternatives. I'm definitely gonna play this 137 as 371, this 037 as 370, and this 773 here as 376. I'm gonna put that 37 on the front if I don't do but 50 cents straight on them. In Illinois, that's $250 for 50 cents straight number. See, I know how to get budgeted. Here, this 50 front and back. That's how I hit that 510 because I knew that the 50 hadn't failed front and back. Plus, I was playing the 01 because it hadn't failed since August the 21st. That's what I mean by building strategy and skill set. You have to study these numbers. You don't need to get numbers nowhere else if you can study your own numbers. Period. And once you pick up with the pick 3 at glance strategy, it's going to be easy to track them. It's going to be easy to know that 60 numbers ain't failed in 120 days. Or a lot of things you're going to see that you're not going to see if you ain't tracking them extra 1,000 numbers. Okay. This Josh, Joe, Jose. Is you still on here? You got any other questions? I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But yeah, you got to put the work in. There's going to be work during the first year, and then everything else going to be downhill because you'll have all the data and be collecting data as you go. Yeah, I did 2 years back. Went 2 years back, and I was glad I did it. I learned a lot. I learned that you ain't no rhyme or reason to how these 1,000 numbers are going to fall. There's no rhyme or reason to how they're going to fall. And you'll always be in the know. All you got to do is pull your sheet out and look. All you got to do is pull your sheet out and look. Now, this is a year sheet. This is a summary for the year. You're going to be doing one each month so you'll know what columns have missed and have not played, or what numbers have not played. And see, all these columns have their number and the opposite. If you know, or they call them mirrors. I don't call them mirrors because people want to say mirror single numbers. They use that mirror terminology all kind of ways. Some people call it mirror when they talking about flips, and call them flips when they talking about mirrors. There's a lot of confusion out here. But I used to call I thought flips and mirrors was the same thing, and they're not. So through my learning in my channel, I learned better, and I'm glad I did, because you can really mess people up calling these numbers wrong. And some people make an honest mistake, but some people honestly believe they think they know what they're talking about, and they don't, like I was for a while. And this took work, just like this channel. It takes work for me to get this channel up and keep it going, and help everybody I can to win. That's what it takes. And I love it. I love it. I never thought I'd be doing anything mathematically anyway, because me and math, I was slow learner in school. I had great teachers. I was slow, man. I was slow. When they told me I was going to special class, I thought I was special. They say, we're going to say you the special. I said, ooh, I'm special. That's how special I was. So now I know the difference. But it took them to let me know I was slow. I was slow to the mule, man. Shoot. But God is good. He got me through it. And I can talk about it. I'm glad I had the teachers back then that stayed after class, after work, to teach me. And I was slow, man. So that's why I can teach people, because I realize where I was, and I don't try to figure that anybody is, it's just that they might just need a little extra help to get over that hump. And I was able to do that. Yeah. And I got my associate degree in college, liberal arts degree. So, and I've managed as a manager for 30 years, managing people, you believe that, teaching them how to do their job and get promoted. So I have a good life. But I hope you all, I know it was long. I'm thankful to everybody that's hung in there with me. But it's going to benefit everybody in the end. That's why I'm putting the energy and the time in. And I've got, you wouldn't think it, but I've got 1,700 videos that I've done in 2 years. Now, my subscribers don't look like it, but I ain't worried about that. Like I said, sometimes good things take time, and they'll be back. The subscribers will come. They'll see what I'm talking about is absolutely true. Stop guessing the numbers and know why you plan the numbers. You can know why you plan the numbers if you're tracking them and how to build a strategy and a skill set. So, like I always say, OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with your budget, play responsibly. Know how to cut back on those numbers when you need to. I stick around $3 to $5. Mostly, I try to stay in the $3 range a day. I play consistently enough to play a day. I don't play 1 week, then this week, and I mean you can't hop off and on numbers and not play for a while and then try to pick up again because you'll never know what the numbers are doing if you're not tracking them. So, like I say, OPPB, be organized, be patient, stick with a budget, and if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. So I don't use that L word because it's not with this here. It's not an L word. If you do the work, you strategize, you build a skill set with your numbers for your own state. Now, in case you don't know what the L word is, luck. I don't use that. If you do the work, you'll reap the reward. If you don't, you won't. I use happy winnings to everybody. All righty. Blessings, everybody.